But it's the 13th zodiac sign according to who?
According to the occult, according to the spiritual sciences, according to metaphysics.
Hey, yo, what up? BLK and this motherfucker. It's gonna be okay in this motherfucker. Like, comment, subscribe, share, dislike, do all that. Do something, but show some love, right? And so today we're gonna be watching we're gonna be watching 13 Signs Astrology, and your boy down below. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna mess his name up because I'm, you know what I'm saying, just now stumbling across him. So we're gonna let them talk about the 13, the number 13, because there is, you know what I'm saying, we finna see who doing what and what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get the video started.
Orpheus, the 13th zodiac sign. I guess she's asking you about it.
Yeah, she means Orpheus.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And the 13th zodiac sign according to who?
Because many of you know, and I teach, that there are 13 signs of the zodiac. Not 12. There are 13 signs of the zodiac. Now, the ancient Egyptians taught all 13 signs of the zodiac.
Because I use 12 signs of the zodiac. But to give the Serpentarians some air, okay, when they develop a mathematical system of prediction that caters to the harmonic of 13, I'll use it. Every astrological system is based on sacred geometry. Ain't nothing sacred geometric about the number 13. What's so significant about 13? I mean, Hindu astrology uses 3, 6, and 9. Western astrology uses 7, 12, and 3 and 4. You see what I'm saying?
And under the school of Imhotep, Imhotep taught the Greeks about the 13 signs of the zodiac, but they chose not to publish this information. And I covered this in my book, but I'll cover it in this video. They chose not to publish this information because the Greeks at that time were a group of patriarchal deities who knew about the number 13 but chose not to deal with it because they didn't deal with the feminine principle. They dealt with the masculine principle, because this is when men began to take over and the patriarchal system of rulership was introduced to the planet. So when many people go into the school of astrology, they say that Jesus had 12 disciples, just like the 12 signs of the zodiac, but you're not doing your mathematics and you're not counting right, because Jesus counts as a disciple himself. And this is why at the Last Supper there were 13 individuals at the seat, because the number 13 is the number of creation, resurrection, ascension, transformation.
Or Fukin advocating astrologer has demonstrated for me its usefulness. You know, I don't see it being useful. So I hope I ain't harm your paradigm or offend your sensibilities. But it's the 13th zodiac sign according to who?
According to the occult, according to the spiritual sciences, according to metaphysics, is a very lucky number. Not only is it a lucky number, but it is a divine number. It is the number of creation. Now, many people...
Definitely. Yeah, there's no geometry in the number 13 that leads us to balance. And what in nature occurs in 13s?
People feel that the number 13 is the number of death. The number 13 is far from the number of death, because when you deal with the occult, there is no death. See, in the occult, there is no death. There's only resurrection, ascension, reincarnation, and transformation. And these four principles, when you add up 3 and 1, or 1 and 3, you get 4. So the number 13 reduces to the number 4. And these are the 4 principles of the number 13. Resurrection, ascension, reincarnation, which many of you call death, reincarnation, and transformation. And you can choose any of these routes to leave this plane at any time. You can leave through any of those 4 routes. Now
the Mayans use 13 signs, but 13 signs of 20 days each, which give us a 260-day cycle, not a 360-degree cycle. And that 260-day cycle is only like 2/3, or actually 1/3, a little bit more than 1/3 of the Venus cycle. So that's not a zodiac system when you talk about the Mayans using the number 13. All right. And you got this mythology out there that there are 13 moons in a year. No, there aren't. There aren't 13 full moons in a year. There may be one day. So I don't know when they talk about Orpheus, because the star that represents his foot is on the other side of the ecliptic. The Serpentarians are trying to legitimize the science of 13 signs. They're saying that he's on the ecliptic, so he's a zodiac sign. Well, if that's the case, Aries doesn't touch the ecliptic at all. So if that's the case, then there's still only 13 signs. I mean, still only 12 signs of the zodiac, if the ecliptic being touched is the criteria. But what I'm saying is, you're asking me personally about Orpheus. I don't use it because I don't see how you can oppose 2 signs at once and square 4 signs at once. See, that's not
a number that is feared by many, mostly due to superstition and some misinformation that has been passed down from generation to generation, predicated upon certain stories and events that took place from a certain secret society called the Knights of Templar. And this secret society believed that the number 13 was malefic, evil, and wicked, because the Knights of the Templar were defeated on Friday the 13th. This is one reason why the number 13 is feared by many. As far as the religious school of thoughts go, the number 13 is feared because they said that Jesus on the Last Supper sat down, counting himself, it was 13 individuals who sat at the table with him. But the number 13.
But this is why I always have these videos up. You always need to do the research yourself. Yourself. You understand? Like, y'all can't be just depending on one man to give you all the information you need. You know what I'm saying? Even if you YouTubing 50 people, right? Still do the research yourself.